Hello. Happy, very early oh gosh. Gosh, that's set way too loud on my headset. Well, it's the first jump scare, so there we go. Good way to start. I know, right? Hope you're all well. I did gather, Jeff. Good man. So you're quite happy with your new TV and your new setup, Jeff? That seemed to come together quite nicely. Oh, such a good feed this, and such a good cover as well. It's got the chat raised off the... Yeah, no worries. I read that it's just on the CRT then. I was like, oh, you got a CRT? That's a new TV? I did on getting that, working on a PS4 working on that. Okay, there we go. Chat is definitely working. Yeah, are you familiar with the Silent Hill games? Oh gosh. It's really started, I guess. Yeah, I really like 1 to 3. I mean, everyone's favourite is 2, isn't it? But it's my favourite 2. 2 is my favourite 2. I played a bit of 4, I didn't finish it. But yeah, here we go. Got the lights off. I know this is gonna be. I just know this game is horrifically atmospheric and desolate, and makes you feel very isolated. So all the important components of a healthy lifestyle. And not a bad way to start off month of Halloween, is it? And also this one's meant to be quite short. We might be able to do this in a single stream, we'll have to see. If it's anything like the game that came before it by the same developer, Limbo, it's going to be very difficult, so we'll see how we do. We'll see. I'm just getting a guide up ready on my phone in case I need it. Because I played I played a little bit of this. Maybe like the first 8th, I guess, maybe? The first 9th. It was actually quite tough. So I'll get the okay. Well, we got the freakiest song here. Cricket. I guess so. I guess so. Imagine playing the second game. Oh. Sorry, that was too obvious. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Got the oh gosh. Oh, I think I just closed the game. Oh good. Oops. It's the first proper scare of the night. How did I do that then? I think it might be because I pressed F3 to get rid of the on soon thing on the stream. This side. I guess that might also be the Alt F4 for that game. Oh dear. Well, bear with me, as usual. And yes, there is a bear with me before you ask, Jeff. Yeah, get the current one, Minute. It's really cool, actually. That's Minute spelled M-I-N-I-T. Basically a, it's like a top-down Zelda thing, but the gimmick is you die every minute. So it's a bit like Half-Minute Hero if you played that as well, the PSP game. And it's also a bit point-and-clicky because it's got like puzzles to solve. It's really cool. And yeah, for some of my critiques about Epic games, I'm certainly happy to take all the free games they're giving out. This being one of them, so this might be not liking their practices. Thank you, Epic. So I did want to play this at some point. There we go. So I guess we'll get started, shall we? So yeah, freaky little 2D platformer, this. I don't know how much to talk to in this, because part of it is the atmosphere. So I'll say this developer did a game called Limbo as well, which was also a side-scrolling platformer. You were also a tiny defenseless child in a horrible, scary world. That one was more fantastical, you had like spiders and stuff. This one I think will... well, it's a bit more horrors of man, I think they're going for. From what I played, this gets stealthy very quickly. Actually, before I forget. You can see we've got a very complex control scheme here as well. So that's good. Yeah, it just soaks in atmosphere, isn't it? Oh, well, there's our first death. Yep. It's pretty gnarly, isn't it? Yeah, it's got kind of a clay sort of look to it, I'd say. I don't know how well you can make it out if you've got like the stream with a small window, but I don't know, the characters look like they're made out of clay to me. Yeah, I just... I love me a good moody game. Don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Yeah, so we've got a X button to grab. But obviously you could alert scary truck people. Careful. Yeah, it feels like, as I say, their previous game, Limbo, was similar to this, although that one, I think probably used 2D assets, or at least they were made to look 2D. This one's obviously a bit more of a polygonal thing going on. And also a lot more stealth going on in this one as well. Cross button to grab. Actually, the cross button is to jump. We are using that cross button. I think cross button's growing on me a little bit. I think I'll probably still impulsively say X button, but I don't mind that. Oh, this makes me sad. I mean, I don't think we hurt the dog at least, but... oh gosh. I've already done that bit and I'm still like, oh god, look how close that gets. Gosh. So you can see why I didn't save this game for December. Hope. I'm Idaho! If it was Idaho, I would have let them come up to me. Let Idaho, give me a big ol' hug. Oh, Hunter does say thanks. That's decreed by... well, I assume he does in the original game, right? I don't think he does in Reignited. Because doesn't he say, like, action button or whatnot to accommodate for it being a multi-platform release? Oh, speaking of Spyro Reignited, have you guys seen that Humble Monthly deal? Where you can get Spyro Reignited on PC, along with Crash Insane Trilogy, Call of Duty World War II, and then a few more other games at the end of the month, for $12? Which... amazing deal, but I'm a bit bitter. So I paid way more than that for Spyro. Like, it's only been out a month. Has it just, like, sold so badly that I give it away as part of that? God, the lighting here is quite stunning, isn't it? Oh gosh. Oh, this bit I think I got stuck on, if I remember. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think I can trip over that branch very easily, I think. Oh yeah, did I get past this bit? Because yeah, I remember dying there a few times because the guy in the car comes out to get you, and then by the caravan up ahead, obviously. I think I tried going left this way, and I think they just caught up with me. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can... could try. See if he can't keep up with me going to Pride Rock there. So Cricket, the Humble, you know, Humble Bundle they do a monthly thing basically where you give them $12 and at any point in the month you get at least one pretty notable game up front, and then you get a bunch more by the end. Oh no, he's gonna notice me no matter what. Yeah, see if I go this way, yeah. Oh god. Yeah. And yeah, the current Humble Monthly is Spyro Reignited Trilogy, all on PC obviously, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and Call of Duty World War II, all for $12. And I'd like to remind you I paid £35 for Spyro Reignited on launch on PC, so... Yeah, a tiny bit gutted about that, I won't lie. Oh god. Ooh! God, it's unforgiving, isn't it? So I'm guessing the guy, the first guy who chases me... I'm guessing he gets a bit behind here, so... Okay, so I can stay behind here. There we go. Gosh. So, don't have much in the way of, defensive... Ooh, gosh. Yeah, so... We're not very welcome in this world. Oh my god! Idaho! Gosh. I'll go up for breath briefly. But we will stay here. God, beautiful lighting in this, isn't it? The way the rays come down through the water. Yeah, I mean, Limbo is like this as well. It's especially exacerbated because it's a child it's happening to. I remember there being decapitation in Limbo. Again, the game's similar to this from this developer. It's quite a big hit back on Xbox Live Arcade, Limbo was. And I always meant to get to this there, kind of spiritual follow-up. So that is very well regarded. So I think we're at the point oh no, we still got a couple more. Yeah, I played through a bit of this just to test it out. I was very impressed by it. I just... It's so miserable. Look at it. This poor child. To be honest, Cricket, I would say absolutely go for it. I mean, God, it's a steal, I think, at that price. And I doubt those games will be anywhere near that cheap for a while after. I mean, granted though, I wouldn't have thought Spyro would go... I thought it might get like a 20% off sale maybe in a month or so, but I didn't think it'd go from like $40 to $12 bundled with a bunch of other games. I was saying to Pasties earlier, I was a bit... I see the humour in it a bit, but I was a bit miffed at that. Alas. I'm trying to think if I know the one you mean, Jeff. I know they've done Lucasade adverts with Tomb Raider. I mean, they even did a recent one, didn't they, for the last game? As a callback to that. Which, to be honest, is a weird... Oh, gosh. No! Not even remotely! Not to be a sourpuss, but I definitely can't. Very good, well done. But yeah, it was a cool callback, but I did think it didn't fit as well with the more self-serious Tomb Raider. Do the LucasArts spot. We have to... Oh gosh. Look at the little chicks chasing us. Do a little beat to that, couldn't we? Oh gosh. That's not accomplishing as much as I was hoping. Let's have a look over here. Is it not pumping enough, maybe? It's like Majora's Mask. Well, Majora's Mask is definitely not well, I mean, I'm not going to say it's like a pessimistic game, but yeah, certainly a lot to, Can they go in there? Oh, I see the chicks need to... Oh, gosh. Oh, this is better not...
Did you see a black car that day?
A black car?
Oh, I hope this doesn't end badly for them. I'm really sorry, chicks. I really hope this isn't... Oh, one of them got through. Oh, there we go. Okay, they're okay. Oh, thank God, they're okay. Thanks, guys. I mean, I know there's a lot, but I'm surprised that was enough to push that over, but we'll take it. Oh, the legends. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're past the point yeah. I never go figuring out the chick puzzle. Last time I played this. It's the story of KFC! Oh gosh. Does the story of KFC include that part? Gosh, Cuddle Sandals is even worse than I thought. Oh, good! Oh, I'm so... Oh, thank goodness for that trough.
Where you fall down.
Thank goodness for that trough of pig corpses. Fantastic. Oh god, we're not done with it yet. Goodness. Chickies Island! Oh gosh. Oh yeah, they follow you, like the flickies do in Sonic 3D. So yeah, that fits. Gosh, this I'm quite glad I've got the lights off for this. Yeah, I imagine there's you can make some guesses as to the kind of context of all this story-wise, but certainly not going to pretend I've certainly not read up on what the context of this game is meant to be. I've heard people praise it for the narrative aspects, so... What the... What? Pig? 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 Frenzied pig? Hey! Gosh. Piggo, what's the matter? I suppose I did discredit his friends a little bit. Ah! So do I need to jump on the... I thought I was going to have to jump on the ceiling. Oh god, there's prisoners! I didn't even notice the prisoners, wow. Ooh! Oh, sorry, Piggo. I mean, he didn't give me a whole lot of... Oh, gosh! Oh, god. Wait a minute, I think that was a thing in Limbo. Yeah, that was a thing in Limbo. These horrible leech-like creatures would latch onto creatures and control them. Oh, you're right, Piggo. Poor thing. Actually, do you mind following me, Piggo? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I know you've had a hell of a day. Oh gosh. Well, if it was Animal Farm, I would definitely not be sympathising with the pigs. Oh gosh. Oh, I thought that was a lamp, but it's actually... Oh gosh. Please do get that, thank you. God, look at this! I'm actually controlling the way they go. That's weird. Oh, it affects like the jump as well. Oh, hold on, what am I doing to make... I know it's a riot, isn't it? Oh yeah, buddy, we're doing the most frightening game here. A little vaudeville comedy skit. Just put funny piano music to that, can you? Gosh. Goodbye, Piggo. I don't leave you in the best of circumstances, but I've got that horrible leech on you in any case. But yeah, so there might be some connective tissue to their previous game then. Because as I said, I was definitely feeling limbo. As I say, these games are very, very uplifting. Oh! Oh, we can actually kind of feel a bit of sunshine now. That's terribly surprising. Gosh, look at that vista. But it feels like stepping out of the cinema, to be honest. Like, mid-afternoon. God, look at them hunched over like that. I think that might be just windy cricket, I'm not sure. It looks like I was stuck, oh gosh. Yeah, Jeff, Cricket's right, I added 20 takes yesterday. After how many remarks there were of the voice actor in Mega Man Legends 2. God, we're definitely playing a different game today, aren't we, to that? Oh, I see, we got the, chain. So you do play as a very vulnerable... Oh, sorry, you are right, it was windy and sunny.
I'm Idaho!
Oh, my mistake. I must have just been waiting for you to... Good old chair. Oh, pick up the chair. I assume. Oh no. I honestly thought we were going to smash the window with the chair. Doesn't seem outrageous, does it? Hey, we've got more... oh gosh. Day off. No, that is also a game I want to play, Rebellion, especially after the good reviews, which I've been very happy to see. It is kind of as I thought, even speaking as someone who does like ukulele overall, that team would be better suited with a smaller scale type of game, and also probably without Kickstarter goals to meet. Because they even said they probably would have cut stuff out of ukulele, like the minigames, if it wasn't for that. Do I have to... Maybe just push it? Ah, here we are. I guess like that? Seem... God, it's a striking game, this, isn't it? Ooh. Quite a low-key one to start Halloween month. Oh gosh. I can see how this is gonna go. Oh. Oops. You know what's funny? That reminds me of, if you guys have ever played Broken Swords, the point-and-click adventure game. I remember that had like a puzzle where you were like going through an ancient tomb of some sort, and as you opened something up, there was a big slab of stone about to fall on you. And the thing is, like, I had to save right before that anyway, but of course I died from it. And I swear, like, the purpose of it is just to make you feel a bit silly that you didn't figure it out in advance. Oh, is that a collectible? Little Roswell looking thing. Gosh. I mean, this isn't the game I'd be madly trying to get all the collectibles on, but there's only 14 of them. That might be quite durable, mightn't it? Yeah, as I say, it's oh gosh. Hello. The way they strut. I do like the boy marching straight in the headlamp mind control enterprise. There's Anthem. Yeah, this game's very cool as Anthem. As you can see, we're in a bit of an odd situation at the moment. How do I... What's that do again? Oh, okay. So now that I've done that... Oh, okay, no, the best bet would be... It'd be a bit tricky to plan this exactly, really. Try. Oh, what? No. Yeah, okay. Why did that?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely. I mean, you think of like a kind of a frightening game with. There we go. Gosh, there we go. Think of sort of an oppressive atmosphere in a 2D platformer. Yeah, you do think of Oddworld. And when I hear that hello sound, I now think I need to do some stream maintenance, one way or another. Oh, Jeff! Gosh. It's a bit about fond memories. I hope they're fond. Rebellion. I knew this game would lift everyone's spirits up. God, just like a... It's one of those games you can just, like, frame every other vista you see in it, isn't it? I don't know how engaging this is as a stream game, and I don't know if I'm ruining the atmosphere by talking a lot. Oh gosh, I don't know what the right call is to strike with that.
Oh,
no, I don't.
Looks like a turd.
Oh dear. Space Channel 5 man is less impressed. I'll each their own. Runs like a dream on PC as well, I'll tell you what. I think both of my brothers have played this. At least Tom, my oldest one, has. Oh gosh. Aww, big mood. Yeah, my oldest brother played this on Switch, and I can imagine it being a really good fit on that. Like as a handheld game, just headphones in, turn the lights off. So doing the audio balance for this
This house is too dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
This is a not game to do audio balance for. Because there's a lot of quiet sounds, but then something like that, the ladder falling. Well, that was the end game, Jeff, so I guess I'll just stop the stream now. Gosh. Oh, not Metal Gear.
Snooping as usual, I see.
Ah! So I'm guessing... So we didn't put that on. Not very effectively snooping, Robotnik. So let's lift this up first. Yeah, there was no way, I don't think there was any way to get that done within the spotlights. There it is. Hiya, Cumberdanes, how you doing? I think I might need to change the chat options on as in the on-screen chat display on the stream. Everyone's usernames, even the really short ones, are getting cut off in it. But yeah, I hope you're well, Cumberdanes. What was that Super Famicom Japanese SNES game you were playing? It looked really cool. The licensed, I think, anime one. I think the other person in the chat said, by Natsume. It's really good, gosh. Hi, Seagull. It's really good. Oh, gosh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Boy, arch your head. That's it. Wait, do I have to... Gosh. Actually, he looks like me in this light, because he's wearing, his shirt in this light is the same colour as my primary school jumper. And he has a similar short black hairstyle that, well, to be honest, I still have. God, is this metaphorical? Is this going to be accidentally biographical for me? I don't remember Jim being this impressive. Never impressed it. You know, it's funny, this reminds me of a Final Fantasy VII minigame where you have to march in line. For those of you who have played FF7, there's that one where you're pretending to be part of a army marched in line. Doing better on this than I did on that. Clever, isn't that? Gosh. We're the weakest link in this chain, aren't we? Probably not weak enough to, although that camera really is suspicious of us, isn't that? Yeah, to be honest, the more I look at this character in this light, he just looks like a really horrible me version of me. Done very impressively without any facial features. Ah! Oh God, they lingered on that for a bit, didn't they? Right, how far back? Okay, it takes us back this far. So I'm guessing the, I don't know if that's because we were badly out of line. Yeah, it is. Sorry, everyone. Ooh. Good lord, Idaho. Oh gosh! What have you been feeding her, Jeff? Ah! Hiya, Danny. Oh gosh, Danny, yeah, you... Oh, there's that oldie versus little talk going on. That's interesting. So, yeah, there's not really... Oh! Oh, I see, okay. I'm sure the dog could have, I thought that was too high a height for a dog to jump. We'll take it, won't we? Yeah, this game is excellent. It's, you know, I'm glad not every game has this tone or style, because believe it or not, I do actually like to be happy, but for what this sets out to do, it does it outstandingly well. So I was a bit worried how good a stream game it would be, but I mean, there's probably enough kind of interesting, bizarre stuff going on in it that... Hopefully that should suffice. So I need to get him through here. But... do I do that? Well... Oh, nice! That's clever. Ah. God, they clearly haven't been feeding him. He could fit through those bars, no problem. Gosh. I still have the problem, though, of how... Oh, okay, I think I... Ooh. Even like that... Then I don't know how to... Maybe if I go back, I'll just keep him running this way. See what he finds. Oh gosh. What you got first, fella? You thought this was Loco Roco? Microsoft Avatar version of me. No, you know what it is? It's the PlayStation Home version of me. Do you remember that? The avatars were terrified of that. They looked really weirdly lifelike. Well, or they were trying to, I should say. They were very uncanny valley, though. Quite fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what's... I'll regret this, but I never there's anything down here, is there? That's a no. That's a no. Oh, cool, Danny. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, it's, I mean, this is the kind of thing that was a success for the, obviously the scale of game that it was. But it's easily one, I mean, especially because...
Oh, no doubt about it. He's lost it.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is not potful mail, either.
I'm such a big cupcake.
Good lord, I've got that one loud. Oh, Jeff, could you give me a hint of what you think? Yeah, I'm not being very clever here.
That dirty rat!
Look, he offered help, Tails! Leave me alone, Tails! Oh, really, Cricken? Sounds like it could be that, doesn't it? Hmm. Yeah, I'm not, Yeah, so I know the guy can go through there. Ah. Oh, wait. Yes, I've just figured it out. Is that what you've said? So put this over here. Should have known there'd be something to do with that. Is that what you just said? Jump off and leave the cart. Yeah, there we go. Well observed. Should have known there was an extra component that I could have used. There we go. I mean, to be honest, the thing is, it's almost a bit of a red herring that he can sneak through the little gate there, isn't it? So I honestly thought that was part of it, which probably halted us for like 5 minutes. So here we want to... I keep thinking I have to... because I'm holding square there, so he keeps pushing that. Oh, actually, if I... Can I go down the stairs there? So if I get off here... Yeah, no, this won't work. Nope. Ah. Gatekeeping in games! I hate gatekeeping in games. There's only a certain kind of it. Yeah, so it's got to be something to do with that platform, isn't it? Crap. Oh, wait a minute! What's this about? Oh, that's great! Oh, fair play. Oh, fair play, that's fantastic. Well, how do I get out of that? That's so good. Oh, that is clever, fair play. I was like, wait a minute, there's another one up there. And he just comes fresh out of the box. That is so good. Yeah, this game's tremendous. Shame, because I guess I am kind of spoiling it. It would be worth you playing this without my stupid commentary over it. Gosh. Okay, so I wonder what the hell's going on down there. Oof, boy, this poor child. It's not like they haven't been through enough, is it? Oh gosh! Ow! Did I mention this poor child? Oh, I should have seen that go in. Hiya, Dr. Dre. We're playing the happiest game ever. Right, let's go as far to the left on that as we can, shall we? Oh, goodness. Okay, wait. My gosh! Thank you, Dre. Zelda puzzle sound, yeah. There's a lot. That's why this game's so satisfying. It's constantly Zelda puzzle sounds. As you solve lots of things. The puzzles are pitched just right as well. They're not mindless, but you're typically not going to get stuck on them for too. Well, at least so far. Oh gosh. Got Donkey Kong breaking the tension there with Everyone getting into dance. That's a good thing. So yeah, whatever we play next will probably be a bit louder than this, but... Because last year I did do a few horror-themed games, but... Honest to God, the only one that actually probably you could technically count as a horror game was Doki Doki Literature Club. Albeit a very effective horror game. And again, I'm actually not joking when I say that. Come on, though, what's up with that? But yeah, I also did like, was it Gargoyle's Quest 2 on NES and Castlevania 3 as well. Which I was quite happy with, because those were both games I did want to... Those were on my to-do list, especially Castlevania 3. Which then became a bit infamous because of a particular fallen block section. That took me bloody ages. But yeah, this year I'll probably still do a few horror-themed games like that, but we'll see how many I get done. I'm gonna try and focus a lot on smaller ones, but... Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, Danny. I don't know if any of that, I mean, I might do Dead Space because, again, that's been another to-do one. And Pasties and Jara want it, so I'm like, yeah, I can maybe bump that up the priority a bit. It just depends how long it takes. I'm hoping to get quite a few games done, as I say, but we will obviously have to see on that. I feel like I probably need to do something. Actually... Yeah, maybe I need to push... Yeah, so if we do that again, and if I actually pay attention this time... Past this. Cricken. I did consider Luigi's Mansion 1 maybe. You could play it on Dolphin. It ran pretty well from what I tried. So we obviously need something to... Oh, okay. I think I was overthinking that. We just need to pursue again. And... donkey paddle like heck. There we are. I was thinking somewhere to put in the box there. Hope this isn't too maddening to watch when I'm overlooking a really obvious solution. Oh, well, okay, there we are. Yeah, it actually does involve a box. Or a suitcase. You can play Pumpkin Hill! I know you, the fighting freak Jeff Yard. So absolutely. I should goss down, totally. Great bass line on that song. Do 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 do. It's just it's really infectious. There we go.
I go on, go on, go on.
I did think of adding some horror-themed sound effects. I've probably got a few already. Oh gosh. It reminds me of 60s sci-fi, some of the things you see in this. I don't know if that's deliberate. Yeah. I rushed that a little bit. It's quite cool they actually get to... Wait, how far did that go? Oh no, okay. Oh gosh, no we're not, 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 definitely not. probably should have paid attention to that. No worries. Oh gosh, Jeff, you're getting early starts, aren't you, man?
Fill your dark soul with light.
Good night, Jeff. Thanks so much for tuning in, man. And you never have to apologise about that. Don't worry at all, man. Say fair play to you, gosh. Yeah, I probably should have known we'd have to do this again. That's me instinctively trying to find an easy method that isn't there. Come on, guys. Oh gosh. Ooh! See, this is quite nice. This is the sort of thing where they could balance it so this would be maddening to try and stay in that shadow, but they got it just right, I'd say. Like, it's a wide enough expanse that it's not incredibly fiddly. I swear I'm not trying to make him look like he's ice skating. Gosh. Hey guys! We all alright? I feel a bit bad about this. We're just kind of have to leave them. Oh gosh. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, it's. Oh, I didn't realise that. It's two-sided. Your soul be filled with light. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. But yeah, hopefully we can get. I mean, at the very least, I could probably start Dead Space even if we don't finish it in October. This is partly an excuse to go through the Steam backlog a little bit. So I've got a few horror kind of games on there, and quite a few of them are down as being like only a couple of hours long, so hopefully not too bad. Gosh. Oof. Oof. Yeah, highly recommended this. I mean, again, I'm kind of spoiling it, really. It's kind of a shame I'm not playing this the week it was free on the Epic Game Store, because I'd say to go get it. I guess I can thank them by buckling and buying Shenmue free on there reluctantly. Maybe we'll see. They have given away some really good free stuff, like a lot of. I mean, they did like nearly all of the Arkham games and Lego Batman 1 to 3 the other week, and some really good indie stuff as well, like Hyper Light Drifter. So even if I'd rather have them through Steam for one or two reasons, I'm certainly very happy to get very solid functional versions of them for free. And it's quite nice as well, because it means a lot of these smaller developers, they are getting paid, it sounds like pretty handsomely for these, honestly. I mean, I do question how well that'll work out for Epic. Like, I guess they've got an endless amount of Fortnite money, but it can't be cheap for securing all these exclusives. But then it sounds like Borderlands 3 did really well on there, so I imagine that at least with the bigger games, people will probably still generally buy a game in large amounts, even if it's only exclusive to one place. Like, that's starting not being a big deal to a lot of people. Oh, been a while since we saw Idaho, and I don't know if I should be calling this these dogs Idaho. Yeah, Danny, that's a big one. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely with you, basically, Danny. Yeah, I absolutely don't blame, especially like smaller developers at all, for taking the deal. Oh gosh. I mean, it sounds like it, like there was that game Control recently, which didn't do terribly well sales-wise. but then the Epic exclusivity probably helped them a bit. But yeah, it's a pretty different thing with a Kickstarter, yeah. I mean, that was the unfortunate thing with Shenmue 3, wasn't it? Gosh, they do linger on that a bit longer than I'd like. Hi, Amadeus! How you doing? Sorry, what did you say? Okay. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Amadeus, for playing there. We're playing totally the complete opposite of Mega Man Legends 2 here. Oh no. Gosh, the dogs are loud here, aren't they? Turn the volume down. Ever so slight though. Let's try that. Oof, gosh. I might just be imagining this, but I feel like every time someone comes in just as I... Okay, so I want to... I'm over here! I'm over here! Definitely over here. Got to get to this a few times. It feels like we could maybe just about take off 2 boards, but no, I don't think we can. I'm certainly glad we haven't had to hurt one of the dogs. We've just got bad owners. Which might be one of those horrible leech creatures, honestly. Yeah, I played a little bit of the Shenmue 3 demo, you Bounty, and yeah, it did crack me up because Ryo is so on character in it that he does say "I see" in response to, like, I'd say 3 out of 5 things he's asked. He says it so often, like, he's still a big plank of words. That's what I love about him. Stoic to a fault. But it is also really pretty, and the little city, like the little Chinese town you explore, feels really bustling. I think they've done amazing stuff with the budget they got. Yeah. So look. No, they don't have a shopping cart. They've got cloud saves, so that's nice. I mean, that is one argument I don't go with on that, when people are like, well, Steam wasn't that good when it launched, or, you know, like, oh, you just need to be patient with them. It's like, I'm sorry, but my sympathies aren't going to extend from a big corporate conglomerate that notably overworks their employees, and, like, why should I as a consumer have to give a crap about, oh, they need more of a time frame if they're... You know, if we're then going to be goaded to use, and yeah, sorry. Sorry, I know anyone who's paid attention to this is really sick of this discussion by now. I kind of am, man. There's been a lot of awful things said and done by people who do not like the Epic Store, and nothing justifies especially nasty reactions, you know, which unfortunately the internet is a bit wants to do. Maybe I need to lay low for a little bit here. Kept thinking I could maybe just squeeze past them, but yeah, exactly. Amadeus. I can understand those features are a big deal to everyone, but yeah, they do kind of add up. And a big thing in particular, Steam is quite, because of how good Steam is with. Oh, this is quite cool. With input. It's like that Earthworm Jim level. Oh god, I wish Jeff was still here. It's was it Down the Tubes, I think it's called? Oh my goodness, look at this. Gosh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's kind of tragic when you think in the context of that. Like, yeah, Mega Man's been stuck on the moon. I was reading comments of like YouTube videos of the ending, and people were just like, they were just imagining Mega Man being like, "God damn it, Roll! It's been nearly 20 years. Where are you?" Or Yeah. You could probably safely assume he got off there in time. I mean, that series gets surprisingly dramatic at points, but I think it would vouch for a happy ending in time. I suppose it would be a bit like if we didn't get like a sequel to Empire Strikes Back or something, isn't it? It's like, well, did Luke ever sort things out with his dad? Wait a minute. It's gonna blow it up, is it? It's a good shit. Oh, okay. Oh, I just gave myself a concussion, so that's good. God, look how good this game is. Yeah, I go back. I don't really like having so many launchers, especially because I inevitably... I'm always like, alright, how do I do this thing I know how to do on Steam? Like, move... Like, I was trying to move this to my SSD before I played it, and Epic didn't have an option for that. And I was like, look, I don't want to be comically annoyed at this for every, like, little minor inconvenience, because I know it's easy to blow that up when you're not happy with something in a few ways. But I was just like, how do I bloody move it to the solid state drive? And actually, it turned out I could just, if I just moved the game folder by itself and just launched the exe from it, the game would start no problem, so it wasn't too bad in the end, but it was a bit of an issue. Just a bit sad, of course, this game launcher. I didn't see that, Daniel. Oh, that's quite funny. Because I think my power supply on my PC is Corsair. I didn't know they did that. They've got a stake in the game then, and they took a pot shot at that. Because I guess it's back in the news now that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC and coming to the Rockstar game launcher first. Which people made a good point on that. It's like, well, Rockstar don't release games that often, so that one is especially like, God, we're gonna have that there just for like one game every vaguely so often, but at the very least in that case it is coming on Steam a month later. At least it's not a year later. So that's not too bad. I mean, I was starting to suspect they would have released on Steam at all, so, you know, that's a fair compromise. They obviously just want a higher profit margin on it. So I did have to pay Steam a cut, at least at first. Which, you know, probably a fair... You know, someone like Rockstar can probably do that. Favourite scene from Phantom Menace? Oh god, I really hope I can say there's always a bigger fish in context here. I really hope we can get to that point. Ability to speak does not make you intelligent. And many other classic lines. You know, for all the things you can say about Phantom Menace, it is somewhat memorable. Well, bits of it are memorable, but I suppose there's a reason the prequels still get memed quite a lot. You know what's throwing me off here? I keep expecting us to go in the direction of the torch, but that's not really happening. God, my aim sucks on this, doesn't it? Let's go right next to it. Might not have had to have done all that anyway. Looking forward to the confrontation with Boba Fett. But yeah, Amadeus, if nothing else, we will do the Trombone spin-off at some point. Which probably would have made sense to do before Legends 2, really. Because it did come out before it, and I believe Misadventures is like the first game chronologically of any of those. Has this really accomplished much? I was wondering, do we get out here? We do, but oh gosh. Oh, actually, maybe do we just have to swim through? I spent all that time destroying all that part. I was starting to think, to what end is this for? I guess for that. Oh. I really wanted the confrontation with a big fish after that Phantom Menace mention. Oh. Gaben has manipulated you, Annika. Yeah, Valve aren't perfect as well, don't get me wrong. They've let like hate groups linger on their Steam forums and stuff like that. Like, I have had a few annoying issues with Steam here and there, especially the big picture like console mode. Not too blatant imbalance to the industry. You're just saying this because you're a Fortnite man, you belly. I can't. Actually, I'll tell you what, every time. Oh gosh, I should have lifted that. Oh wait, no, oh gosh, yes. I don't like this game of Donkey Kong. Can we lift that up again? I guess we just have to.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Amadeus, yeah. My allegiance to Steam, to democracy. Yeah, I think because I was one of those rah Star Wars prequels people, and I still got angry because I don't think they're good, but they're memorable, and I do enjoy the gags and the. As I say, they're weirdly quotable, even though like there's portions of like Attack of the Clones in particular is pretty forgettable at points. But there's something very distinctive about Star Wars dialogue, good or bad. And as we've seen here, it's surprisingly applicable to a lot of things. I really should. I did buy Pod Racer on Steam, and I really should get around to setting that up properly. So I got that out of nostalgia for the N64 version. Ooh. Oh, is that one of the collectibles? Some of you might remember earlier we got some sort of weird spiky ball collectible which had something on the screen come up as being 1 out of 14. But that was ages ago, we haven't come across another one since. So that's curious. Can we... Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if... Actually... If we do that, can we... If I press grab here and So I feel like that's another one of those collectibles in there, but... Very good. So, like, movement. Thank the bus driver! Nice. What would be the prequel, Star Wars prequel equivalent of thanking the bus driver? Thanking the nest of Gundarks? What about like Obi-Wan saying, well, like Anakin being like, you owe me, and not because I saved you for the like ninth time, but everyone's like 8th time actually. If only he knew where that friendship was going. God, that set is quite a way back actually. God, I'm just looking at my monitor. I've got I've got my monitor in like reader mode, so it looks a bit, the screen's a bit darker and redder, so it doesn't distract me from the game. But gosh, the game footage looks really dark on it. I mean, it's not a terribly bright game. Right, so what was this? This was a running jump I failed, wasn't it? Oh, it was swinging from the vine, okay. It's Donkey Kong Country, this. Whee! There we go. Yeah, I'm thoroughly engaged in this. Even though I'm talking about Star Wars prequels. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh, we do get the, I think. Do we? Oh gosh! Is that It's Always a Bigger Fish? Oh, thank God. We do get our sub back. Hey. I'm quite. I feel bad saying this because none of you will be going into this blind after watching me play it, but I am glad I went into this blind. Like, this was a complete surprise to me. It was pretty much everything else in it. Whee! Gosh, that's cool, isn't it? It's always fun when you do stuff with a physics system like that in a game like this. It's always such a fine line because it can get so fiddly and annoying. I bet it must be the sort of thing that just involves constant playtesting just to get it right. Gosh, that's never not satisfying. Oh man, I need to make sure Jeff does see this so he knows there's like a spiritual sequel to the water level from Earthworm Jim. Great tune in that level as well from Tommy Tallarico. But yeah, do any of us have any horror plans? Any kind of horror games or movies or scary houses we want to watch or play or visit? And we've got a murderous uncle they want to interact with. The white uncle, I don't know why uncle I thought. It's funny, as a kid I used to be terrified of anything horror related. I would just stay far, far clear of it. Still gonna be a bit skittish, so I think especially I'm a bit of a anything especially gruesomely kind of vicious. I think body horror stuff in particular kind of messes me up. But I actually really do get into something with an oppressive atmosphere like this. Actually works quite, oh gosh. Oh, nice, Cricken. You got the ideas for that? Or if you do want to keep them as a surprise, I definitely understand. I suppose if you go for the PS3, you've probably got a few options on there, haven't you? There's some PS1 stuff on there, of course. Nice, Amadeus, Ghostbusters, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think that release, funny enough, that's also an Epic Game Store exclusive. Oops. But yeah, that's another, no, that's very much, yeah, there's a reason they released that in October. In fact, one game I was considering maybe playing this month was the, there's a pretty good and honestly quite weird Ghostbusters Mega Drive game, a platformer, with weirdly accurate bobblehead versions of like Bill Murray and Bill Murray, like Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd. No Ernie Hudson, which is weird, but yeah, it's like a really cool, like wacky little, very Japanese in style actually. odd Mega Drive platformer. Like, it's weird seeing a weirdly accurate 16-bit bobblehead version of Bill Murray. Should have used that sprite to make a Groundhog Day game. Oh, wait a minute, do I need to... Probably need to do something like that, don't I think, I mean... Yeah, I won't lie, not immediately. I'm not sure, Danny, but I suspect they'll involve themselves with an activity that will make them, and perhaps by extension me, feel good. God, I just took all the joy out of that, I'm so sorry. So I had to make something actually happen on that Pokemon. Oh yeah, I really like The Last of Us Amadeus. I streamed that, I played it back, I borrowed someone's PS3, kind of funny enough to play. Oh gosh, how did I miss this? Oh god, sorry anyone who was spotted that earlier. I was just like, why is he not going for that? I hope that wasn't too agonising. But yeah, Last of Us is a really... like, you do feel proper isolated in that game, and it's obviously, it's quite actiony, but dealing with the clicker enemies in particular are just, god, they're horrible, aren't they? I can't stand the noise they make, but, you know, in a way that's clearly intended, so... Oh, that's right, Cricket, I remember you wanted to play that. Oh, cool. Yeah, it does generally come recommended. I've got a few little quibbles with that game, but it still works for me. I think it was one I liked more the second time as well. I'd definitely say. Okay, get in there, get in there. So I did wonder, do we have to go on this round? No, definitely not. I was like, maybe we have to go, maybe we have to go out there in time. Oh, you want to do the Resident Evil remake, Cricket? Oh, nice. Yeah, I finally played through that on Steam, and yeah, that definitely ranks up there as one of my favourite Resident Evil games. The remake is so good. There's some really good texture packs for it now on PC. That's because unfortunately, like so many of these cases, they lost the master. They lost the master files for like the original pre-rendered backgrounds. Can I not go through there? That looks like I. Oh wait, oh I'm a bit daft. Sorry, I thought it's taken me probably far too long to figure out what are probably quite easy puzzles. I hope this isn't too agonising to watch. I do struggle. Oh, you saw Joker? Oh, nice! Oh gosh, that film looks quite... God, that's an interesting take on that character, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad you liked it, because I know you're really keen on, I was going to say superhero stuff. I don't know if that's how you would accurately... Joker's going for something a bit different in that sense, isn't it? But I'm glad you liked it. I mean, it looks quite, disturbing, so again, probably a good October release, even if not completely explicitly horror. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, Cricket, what that is, yeah, there's it's quite cool actually. Basically, they offer a optional. Oh gosh, no, we can't. Okay, I just stop trying to make this. It's not going to happen. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank goodness. Maybe we can't. There's definitely nothing down here. Yeah, I don't know if we can make this. Maybe we do have to. Maybe that's kind of the twist on this. Maybe we do have to. Maybe we do actually have to go through this way. Blimey! Oh, fair play over there. Gosh. I recognise the actor. What else has he been in? I feel a bit daft for asking that, but I actually wasn't immediately sure when I saw his name. It's a bit frustrating because I feel like I don't know. It almost looks like this could fit through that. But it's probably pretty safe to say we oh, okay. Sorry, child. We'll give this another go. I don't think this is gonna. Yeah, look at that. We need the sub, don't we? That's still somehow not as traumatizing as Mario's drowning animation in Mario 64. If you guys remember that, that one is very weirdly a bit grimy. Oh god, okay, I just guess who just figured out what now seems like a pretty obvious solution. Keep the submarine that side. Go for a little paddle. And pop down here. Oh god, I'm gonna be alright on this. Sorry, Joel. Oh, we pressed it twice. Well, he can't quite breathe as long as Guybrush Threepwood underwater, but he does alright, doesn't he? There we go. Oh, okay, it was in her. Oh gosh, there's only 2 buttons in this, so you'd think I wouldn't struggle with it, but I keep getting... Every time I need to get out or get in of the sub, I tried both X and square. It's actually square. I love how much of this game is in the sub. Oh gosh. There's always a bigger oh god, oh god. Good lord. Oof. Well, that's cool you're so excited for you about it. Oh gosh, like you can't even let... Oh, okay. So if they'll be able to shake them off. Taylor Swift style, but... Not immediately obvious, this one. And somehow, in a game full of just outrageously vicious deaths, this one somehow still manages to stand out. It's pretty good going, honestly. Yeah, so did Joker just come out today then? Also, sorry, this has just come to mind and I've got to ask it. Is he better than... Oh god, what's his name? Oh, there we go. Is he better than Jared Leto as the Joker? Tell me straight. I can understand it might be a close call, but is he better than Jared Leto? I bet I'm the first person to ever ask that question. In a comical style. If you can see it. Oh god, no, I was not being sincere. I mean, to be honest, when I saw Suicide Squad, he was just kind of whatever in it, because he wasn't in it that long. It certainly didn't justify the quote-unquote method acting he did on the set of that. Oh gosh. What the hell do I do here? If I shine the torch on it, does that... Oh, I never did like the torch. Ah, okay. You know what this is? This is like Boo. It's like dealing with a Boo.
I should have been the one to tell your dark soul with light.
There's been a lot of fill in Dark Souls with light in it. I think this is probably the most explicit example. God, Dante would bloody love this. Yeah, it's like dealing with a Boo, isn't it? You just gotta face them every once in a while. And they get nervous. They're very, what was it, like Grudge? Which is the Japanese horror one where they have like long, swaying black hair like that. Reminded me of that in any case. Right, here we go. Oh gosh, no, no! Oops. Oopsie doodle. I need to be more in the centre there, I think. Amadeus! Just by a hair, is it? Well, that's fair enough. I mean, I certainly assume he gets more screen time than Jared Leto got. And probably a better script to work with as well. As in, like, a actually coherent one. Still, it'll be interesting to see what James Gunn does with his Suicide Squad. Ah! Oh, no, so I guess it's, So she does that regard. Oh, okay, I think I know. I think I've just figured it out. I suspect, Danny, that the way they're going with Joker, and obviously Amadeus will be able to qualify this more than me, it feels like they're going for people who are, like, even who aren't that familiar with stuff like, there we go. You stay there and think about what you've done, Miss. But yeah, I feel like they're probably going for, like, for a wide audience, even those who aren't that fussed on, typical superhero stuff. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of the impression I got from the way they've marketed it and stuff. Any reason to go left? Probably not. They put quite a lot here. I have no idea how far into this we are. Like, how long have we been? Well, we've been streaming like 1 hour 35. I think this game's meant to be like 2 to 3 hours, but knowing me, I'll probably take longer. I think it should probably fairly comfortably be a 1-stream game. It's quite nice. I'd like to get a few done like that. I think especially after Mega Man Legends 2 took a bit longer than expected, and even then it could have been another stream easily. So we figured things out a bit. There we go. Yeah, it's obviously not part of the it's hard to say this phrase with a straight face, really, but it's not part of the DC cinematic universe. Like I guess just like Marvel, it's called. Still find it so funny. Aquaman has been the most successful one, isn't it? That's Jason Momoa. Oh gosh, must be a while since we've seen one of Hello, can I help? I'm a tiny child, I've got no forearm strength. And also in the game I'm not very strong. DCEU, yeah. No, DC's... Oh yeah, no, DCEU. Oh, Extended Universe, oh, okay. So he's not the one who, like, wrote jokes on you, Batman, on Robin's costume in Batman v Superman. Oh gosh, what's this? Probably no power going to that. What do you reckon, fellas? Oh gosh. Oh god, oh. That's hurt me to look at, the the number there. Wow. So what's this all about? I'll get that card here with them. Gosh, this game, man. Look how good, look how just well staged and well lit and well it is. Honestly, we're off to a really good start in terms of game selection on this. As I say, I'll have to see how many games I can get done. I'm probably talking about like... I'm talking about like trying to do quite a few, maybe a bit more than that. Yeah, probably should... Actually, this bit might be quite Oddworld, mightn't it, if we get all the prisoners to follow us. Let's try the bottom floor. But yeah, I think at the very least I'd like to get a few small games, small horror-y games done one way or another. And then maybe a bigger one as well, which probably would be Dead Space. I was thinking of also doing Deadly Premonition, although that notoriously has a bit of a botched PC port you have to babysit a little bit. So as well as the game potentially being frightening, I'd be frightened the whole time of something going wrong there. Great stuff. You barely have. Yeah, it's so funny that I never would have thought like a Justice League movie would, or like a... Let me rephrase that. I never thought an Aquaman movie would do so much better than a Justice League movie. That just seems so bizarre, doesn't it? Like, Justice League really felt like it came and went. I definitely wasn't watching them by that point. There was after Wonder Woman, of course, that was very well done, wasn't it? Oh gosh, you... It took me a moment to realise what you were getting at then, you bet. Yeah, seriously, what the hell, Jared Leto? God, his poor co-workers. And it's so for nothing as well, isn't it? It's just... I mean, I don't think we'll ever I would have been forward to justify that behaviour, but God. What's a maroon? Am I right, guys? What do you all think? Yeah, I really want to do like the Oddworld hello to them. I've been meaning to stream an Oddworld game for the longest time. Oh, I'm missing that submarine. Such good times with that. Right, so yeah, the upcoming Suicide Squad is basically a reboot, and the only really upcoming one. Oh yeah, they are doing Wonder Woman too, aren't they? They have managed to make things work somewhat, despite a very rocky start, haven't they? I mean, well, somewhat. I mean, God knows what's happening with Batman now, or especially Superman. Oh gosh. Can I just have like a nice Superman who doesn't seem psychotic? Oh! Gosh, that's a good that's a good twist on expectations, isn't it? It's still working though, which I would have thought it needed to be wired in, but maybe not. It's all my good lemons friends. So actually, I might have made a stupid mistake here. I probably should have gotten that elevator there. Oh no, it's okay. Thank you again. Gosh, we've got the fanciest headwear, haven't we? The thing is though, he's oh, that's right, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, I mean that is a bit of a give him a chance sort of thing, because he has done a lot of good stuff, and the thing is, it's pretty clear if you like watch interviews of him. With Kristen Stewart's the same as well on this front. You can tell they both are. They both have the same negative opinion of Twilight as everyone else. And they've both done good acting stuff, honestly. It's right, do I need this lot to come this way as well? Or... I mean, he's a strange... I wouldn't have thought of it as being a fit for Batman, don't get me wrong. It's an odd choice, but... I reckon there might be something there. I mean, I feel like in a case of if whatever film he's in isn't good, I don't think it'll be because of him. Possibly not, anyway. We'll see. Do I leave that there? It's quite a large-scale puzzle, this. Again, it's very Oddworld. We have to, oh gosh. Having a bunch of, I think they're called Mudokons in Oddworld. Oh, wow. Ooh, cheers, guys. I guess I'm always controlling them. I think I can take the helmet off. Well, any of you guys played Little Nightmares? I suppose there's a similarity to that with this. That's another game I'm probably going to play this month. So I look forward to that. There we go. Oh. I thought did we move it? God, I messed that up. I thought we did move it below there. God, that was me being daft. Alright guys, I'm wasting your time. Lift me up again. Better than that. Thank you. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know if I'm messing up the first throw or if... Very strange. Oh, it's because they're pushing that. Okay. And wow, I messed this up. Guys, guys! No, no, guys! Don't go. Oh. Oh. Yes. Can I? Oh, thank God. I was like... I thought I would just have to see what the others. I probably should have thought more. Actually, yeah, they make that pretty clear. Yeah, no, I don't have an excuse. I probably should have thought more about the end game of that. Oops. They just wouldn't stop. So let's move it back a little bit just to be safe. And let's actually stay on it this time, shall we? Oh gosh. Give it goes. Thank you. Oh, I think you just have to hold jump there. Damn it. I stand by my choice for some reason. Pride to a fault, I guess. Right, there we go. Thanks, guys. This time it's not lethal as well. I like that. Oh, right. I don't know why in my head I was like, I guess we're gonna pull that apart. We obviously don't. God, this is quite a large scale puzzle, this. Because it seems like we're trying to get all these poor southern prisoners together. I hope I don't regret this. Oh. But I'm not really sure what the... I think I know. Pull, 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 pull. There we go. Sorry, lads. Not a terribly graceful landing, I'll be the first to admit. Up we go. I'm making so many friends today. Oh, best buds. This game is fantastic. I'm really liking this. So say, highly recommend. I think it's on everything as well. So as I say, including Switch, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm fine with a game like this because this game's quite short as well. I'm completely fine with that. I don't need a game to be massively long. Like, I'm glad that there's a viable market for games that are just a few hours long as well. Makes it a bit easier on the backlog as well, you know? And I have played plenty of games that felt like they outstayed their welcome. So it's quite nice we've got a system in place where they don't have to worry about being long enough to justify like a full price retail release. Because that's the problem a lot of games, say, back in the PS2 faced if they were too short, I think. I don't need every game to be a triple digits hour playtime. Hello. Can you guys throw me across? Apparently not. But they should be able to, let's try. So, pick me up, pick me up. He's a jolly good fellow. It's nobody can deny. Look at this. Donkey Kong Country up in there. Oh god, oh. God, that's annoying. I was right on track for that, and then Completely bungled it. There we go. Oh gosh. I did so gracefully as well. What we all about, Gad? I keep getting tempted to look at what chapter we're on, but maybe we'll keep it a surprise. Partly because I was going to see if I should leave the little be right back section until I finish this. How many is that now? It's a bit hard to count them actually, so some of them are clipping in and out of each other. It's such a clever use of this mechanic though. I had no idea the game had this idea of controlling partners like this. Is that 19? Nope, not quite. Actually, no, we're not on the top floor though, are we? No, we're not. Okay. So yeah, just 4 more. It's just such a great sequence, this. I'm a bit worried it'd be quite. Oh god, I'm sorry. Pushed him over. Oh god, I'm a monster. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Here we go, guys. Ooh. Oof, gosh. Right, you all stay put, you hear? Oh gosh. Wake up. Oh. Oh god, gonna just have to weekend up birdies there, I guess. Oof. Oh gosh. It's a bit gruesome, isn't that? Poor fella. Oof. Again, a game for Halloween, not for Christmas. I don't know what the meaning of the name Inside is as well. That's an interesting choice, isn't it? Right, do we push them off, or is that going to kill them? Sorry, guys. Should that actually might have killed them? But maybe you have to. Oh god, that's a bit. Gosh, I need confirmation there, okay. I suppose my other thought was we could probably drag. Oh gosh. I could have dragged them onto this, so the elevator, I guess. Let's have a look. Ah. Oh no! Oh, thank God. It was like, game, don't have us be responsible for the deaths. That would have been a bit much. Get this. It's not so cruel. So I'm gonna have to get you on. Sorry, fella. Oh yeah. God, that sound design. We lost our helmet. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, gosh. Oof. Little bloody parts flew down. That was a little, need to time that a bit better, I think.
Come on, run.
don't have to stay. Maybe out of time. Funny thing is, this has reminded me of a level in Donkey Kong Country Returns, actually, the Wii and 3DS one, where you gotta hide in front of little walls like this while things from the background attack you. There we are. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite excited to talk with my brother about this, because he's it'd be a good game to compare notes on. So that's interesting. We've got to decide where to. Can I climb up there in time? Oh, that might not be enough. Oh. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's I mean, it probably speaks to them having a higher budget to work with, doesn't it? Oh, actually, okay, yeah. They should be letting this. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, we didn't do that correctly. God, it's quite tough to time, actually. Yeah, it definitely feels like they probably had a bigger budget to work with than in Limbo. They do some pretty impressive set pieces in this. And yeah, this might be the standout so far. Gosh. Next is better do a rotation. It's probably still 2. Yeah. No. Need to give it more time than that to rotate around, I think. Actually, I suppose it'd be much better to give that too little advance time than. No, yeah, it'd be worse to give it too little advance time than too much. Leave it about there. Well, that was way too much after all. Oops. How have you been then, you belly? You had a good week? Yes! We got it. It's gonna be tough to time here, though. Oof, thank goodness. Oof. Great section, that. One of many good ones in this. Ah! I forgot it was still on. I don't know why, I just assumed we'd be past him by that point. Thankfully, the checkpoint system is very generous in this. So it accounts for me being a bit of a dummy. Ooh, thank gosh. Blimey guys, what's going on? The sound design is so good in this game as well, isn't it? Ah! Oops. I guess that would figure. Oh, I I see, it's the rail in particular, okay. Ooh, gonna be cutting this fine. Ooh, gosh. Yeah, it's quite a bit of spectacle to this game, honestly. Surprising, really. Oof. That's a really cool bit where you have to go by the sound design to know when that's gonna impact. Oh, good. Glad to hear you, Berlioz. Just look at my phone. I forgot I had the guide up just in case. I think I'll be alright though. Probably that's how I put it on silent as well. There we are. Well, the music's weirdly hopeful now. Gosh. So, no. I thought it was going to be one of those things that drain the water. Ooh! Well, not currently too well. Oh gosh. Oof. Let's get you lifted. Ooh. Oof, God. This poor lad has just had the worst day, hasn't he? I'm never going to complain about, like, having to walk in the rain or whatever ever again. Ooh. Yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this horror stream month for a while, so quite happy things have seemingly started off pretty well. Ooh. Ooh. Certainly started well in terms of the game selection, as I say. I'm really quite enamoured with this. Sort of game I'd probably play through again in a few years. Well, I don't know about a few years. Certainly at some point down the line. That seems more. I think that seems more distant than I initially thought of it as. But like, I did play through most of Limbo again on Steam. I don't mind doing the rest of it actually. I do remember Limbo being a bit oddly structured though. It felt like the second half of the game was almost a different thing to the first half, really. I'd say this one feels more cohesive. What's that do? Oh, actually, yeah, I don't really need that. Oh, okay, yeah, so what we're gonna do... Oof, thank goodness. No, wait a minute! Oh god. I was like, thank goodness we stopped it to no effect. This is what I meant to do before I got weirdly confused. There we go. Marvellous. Oh gosh! God, they look like a troll, one of those little trolls with long hair. In a few decades. No, especially with this. Oh god, Jasmine, you ah! Oh god, that's not even correct. Ah, gosh, wow. Because I was too busy talking about trolls. What's my frame of sensible thinking. Right, here we go. Let's not undo that, shall we? There we are. Oopsie daisy. Thank you. There we go. There actually hasn't been as much stealth in this as I thought there would be. It was quite front-loaded with that. Maybe that'll change, following, our friend over there. No, 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 away, away, away! Oh gosh. Well, for now, anyway. That was not. Oh gosh. Ooh. Ah! Close, but not quite there. Not quite. There we go. Yeah, if I can't remember, was it 2015 this came out, maybe? I remember getting a lot of, like, Game of the Year nods. You can definitely see why. Yeah, I remember there being a lot of positive buzz around this. So it's quite nice to finally get round to it. I think I wanted to for a while. It held its price pretty well. Not that I don't think it's worth that. Probably just me being a bit stingy because the game had been out a few years and... Funny thing was, I think after it was free on the Epic Store, it wasn't the Humble Bundle. I think at the highest tier. And I probably would have bought it if those fins were the other way around. There we go. Yes. This is beyond boundaries. Thank you. He's got good swimming form. Especially being fully clothed and still able to swim quite quickly. Glad. There's a lot of Donkey Kong Country style swimming in this game as well, isn't there? Wait, hold on. Oh, that didn't amount to anything, did it? God, that was daft. Oh gosh, I might have made that worse for ourselves. So I can lure her this way. Yeah, probably so, Daddy. Yeah, because I mean, oh gosh, I might have. Oof. What did I try to accomplish with those? What did that actually? All that did was move that across, but like to what end, really? Yeah, because Witcher 3 was 2015 as well, was it? Oh, I see. Do we have to? Yeah, no, I don't really know what that accomplishes. This isn't gonna work, is it? Gosh. Don't like those. Don't like those. Yeah, of course, Witcher 3 is about to come out on Switch as well, isn't it? Which is really cool. It's amazing they got it on there. They've obviously had to compromise it visually, but maybe audio as well for compression's sake, but still, it's great it's on there. And then there'll be people who will want to play it forcibly. And to be honest, like, just being a obnoxious Nintendo fanboy, I still get a kick out of like a big successful series like that finally reach the Nintendo platform. We've had quite a bit of that with the Switch this generation. I have no idea what this accomplishes, this train. I don't know if I need to activate something else, maybe. Maybe it's, well, not that. I can't remember, where does she spawn when... Okay, so she's down there. And, yeah, that's definitely not. No, I guess it wasn't me. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be, it'll be interesting to see how stable it is performance-wise. They've obviously, like, lowered resolution, foliage settings, maybe draw distance, but just stuff like that. It's probably be quite a game to behold on the Switch Lite, I bet. Like, a device that small is able to play it. Be quite neat. So the only thing I can think of is maybe I need to... Wait, no, that was stupid. Oh, stupid Jasm. Stupid Jasm. Yeah, I think what it might be, maybe... I think I need to... look, get this over to the left, go back in the water briefly to lure our troll friend to the left side, then grab the... Oh, actually, wait. So that's really clever. The game has actually taught us that, just by dabbling in the water here, that if we touch the water at all, the creature will go towards us. So that's really clever. The game actually managed to teach us that. Like, just kind of organically. Oh, that was a cool... Yeah. It took us a while, but that was a really cool puzzle. Like, using what we would have gleaned just from noticing extra details that the game didn't have to explicitly tell us. I mean, yeah, you think about it, there's probably an easy game to localize this. There's not a single line of text in this. Yeah, I think you got a good preview from them, yeah. The only question is, like, just hopefully it's pretty stable performance-wise. Just a reasonably solid 30. Could see it being one that maybe drops a bit as, like, assets have to load in, but hopefully it does pretty well on that front. Oh, we're zooming in here a bit, aren't we? Oh, that's another one. Was that? No, it's not the same one. Oh gosh, oh wait, we needed to close that again, didn't we? Did we? Yes, we did. Yeah, maybe quick. I know that's not the... I know at least Witcher 2 and 3, probably 1, because 1's probably quite janky, I imagine, in that aspect. I know Witcher 2 and 3 got mods to, like, change the combat. And I played about maybe 6 hours of The Witcher 2 on here. I did like it, and I was using, like, the mod that was meant to improve the combat. Oh gosh,
This house is too dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
Agreed. That's gonna get a lot of use, isn't it, doing these games? Hi, Rainbow! Rainbow, this game's really cool. But it's a bit, the fright them thing is, it looks like me as a primary school child, because it looks like I'm in my primary school quote-unquote uniform jumper, even though I didn't actually really have uniform in my primary school, kind of oddly. But I guess if we... oh gosh, didn't do that very well. I guess if we wanted the experience of going to a gig and wearing the shirts of the band who's playing there, they all had jumpers we could wear. Yeah, I really took that for granted in retrospect. It was a bit of a, like, don't get me wrong, comprehensive school. I don't think you'll find a comprehensive school. Well, at least you won't find many that aren't uniform, and mine definitely was. I have heard the arguments for it, though, and I do understand them. But it was always like, when you get a non-uniform day, that was so liberating. Come on, you... Right, let's get out sooner than we tried to last time. So here we go. At first I thought, oh, I guess we've got to press the button twice in one go, but no, okay, this is quite clever. We got to lure our good friend back there, and then press this again. Again, these are great puzzles, like, that are really using your knowledge of how the game's mechanics work, based on things you would have gleaned and observed from, like, the way, like, enemies have reacted, or a lot of little environmental details like that. Good stuff. Oh! Is that our fate? Oof. Quiet. Gosh. So what has she just done for us? To us? Again, it plays with your expectations well. So I almost wondered if that was a... There's always a bigger school of fish.
Down with this sort of thing. Careful now. Down with this sort of thing.
Oh, down with this sordid thing. Okay. Oh, this has taken an odd turn, hasn't it? Was our troll friend trying to help us, or was that a good troll friend? Or, gosh, that has raised many, many questions. How could we now just swim and gosh? You've come in, I imagine, quite close to the end, Rainbow. There can't be much left to this. The fish are following me as well, am I? Am I amphibian, or even fish person? Oh, that was a cool transition, wasn't it? Was that the hair of one of the trolls? Ah! Perhaps we should have waited that one out a bit. Yeah, it's only a few hours, Cricket. I mean, to be fair, I don't know for a fact how long is left. Ooh. So I was reasonably confident it'd be a one-game stream. Ooh. I did notice that was a bit of a door there, so I did wonder what way that was going to go, but... Oof. Gosh, that got a bit grisly, didn't it? To be honest, I wondered if this might be the way to a collectible, but actually it might be the way to the... Yeah, those collectibles are well hidden. We've only got one. Out of, I think, 14 it was. So many questions. I'm not very good at sussing subtext out in something like this. There's probably a lot of obvious stuff I'm missing. Oh gosh. We're gonna be able to... Oh, thank God. Ah, that's a collectible thing. Oh, well, if we can get to it. For a 10-year-old jazz. Yeah, I didn't have that. I could go into water for like half a second, I'm like, oh god. Yeah, you barely. I mean, again, it's the kind of concession you kind of expect on Switch with a multi-platform game, especially one with as big a scale as Witcher 3. It is one where it definitely would shine more in portable play, isn't it? Even if, like, you know, it is noticeable when the game is lower res on the Switch screen, but less so. You can kind of marvel more at it being a handheld device playing such a high-end game in that case. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not really sure how to get that. I think this is like just a collectible thing here. No idea how to get that. It's a way to take a platform with me. Ooh. It's always a bit of a bitter feeling, isn't it, leaving a collectible behind? I don't really know a way to... We have dropped a bit more frames on this stream. The last one. Yeah, maybe wait until that's the other side. Well, actually, maybe... well, oh god, I did it again. does it get far enough? Yeah, I should probably wait until... Yeah, it looks like it's possibly stays that side a lot. Okay, so do that a little bit and then run backwards. Hard to know exactly where the shadow... Okay, will it be directly above me? No! Oh gosh, thank goodness. Ooh. Right, where will it be here? Oh gosh, here we are. Oh gosh! Oh, that was hopeless. Yeah, you're brilliant. There we are. Yeah, it's not quite directly below. There we are.
We did 20 takes.
Yeah,
That was the best one.
yeah, we did like 5 takes, and that was the best one so far. It was looking alright for a bit, and then I got too ambitious. There we are. Oh god, oh god, oh god, no, that's not right, that's not right. Oh, I see, I guess we gotta get that low enough, and then we can use that as a platform. Okay. Oh gosh, gosh. I hope we haven't moved that too far to the right for that to be a problem. Let's see. You could be in the spotlight for like a few seconds. And... There we go. Right, so do I need to stay under it? Yeah, cool. A jazz explain. Gosh, I wish I had the eye for detail the game explain people do. I was just thinking, oh gosh, I need to. Actually, I think I've done that a couple of times, even though we've now got infinite fish breath, seemingly. New. Actually, wait, hold on. What's this? Oh, I see. Try to look for half in that water, but yeah, I have no idea how long we've got left. I can find out just by going to the load bit there, but let's keep the surprise, shall we? Oh god, I just noticed the ceiling. God, look at that. Pretty nasty imagery, isn't it? Jazz analysis machine. Enough at the end of this. In the debut trailer for Donkey Kong 64. Look, can you imagine like an initial trailer to be like, oh, they got this collectible? And this type of collectible, that's quite obvious actually. And this collectible is just like, yeah, I think you're going to be collecting a lot of stuff in this game. And that would very much be the case. Because it's Donkey Kong 64. What we got in here? Oh, just the way we came? Oh. So was that accomplished? Oh, we closed the, I think we probably have to do something else in that. Oh, I see. How high up will that get us? Yeah, we might have to go back. And you get a collectible, and you get a collectible. Nice. Damn there, everyone gets a collectible. Certainly in Donkey Kong 64, like the 5 cons all get a million or so, don't they? Get their own bananas, their own this and that. Yeah, so I think I'm not quite sure how this yeah, I think so. We'll go back to that bit we were just in, but we'll go right this time. God, just the atmosphere and the style in this game is... As I say, I don't want every game to be like this. I like some to be, you know, Spyro style, peppy and happy, but I've got time for a game like this, so... Oh, maybe that was just for a collectible back there. Oh no, okay. Oh shoot. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I think. If it's what I figured, it's going to be quite hard to time. Hey! I got quite excited when I realised what that would be. I was like, oh, that's going to be really fun. It's almost like something out of Portal, these, isn't it? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. So, put you on there. Wait for it. Hey! Happy 5th of November, everyone. Shit, I should have saved this for next month. There we go, now this makes sense. Excellent. Get hard times. Good song, that. Also the bass melody for Sonic 3 Ice Cap Zone. So if you look that up if you don't know, Sonic 3 Ice Cap Hard Times. And thank Cricket later. Oh, Amadeus. We'll overlook some of my sillier mistakes. But thank you very kindly. Very nice of you to say so. Oh, I had a... so what's the... So do I need to move this below this one? Yeah, just about there. So maybe pull you and pull you. I think we might have that the wrong way around. I think, I mean... I don't know though, because actually, no, it's this way around, yeah. If I didn't time this too late. Oh, there we go. Oh good, we get to swim along yeah, ooh! What are you up to in the foreground there? What was that about? Making me uneasy they are. Wait, no, why am I doing that? Oh, Jasmine, you bloody idiot. I don't know why. Right, please put me back in the water. I don't deserve to after how stupid that mistake was. I don't know why in my head I was like, oh, we gotta go that way. That looks like something we should be putting in the DeLorean to help it travel through time. I guess it sunken. And yeah, this raises questions as well about the manipulation of gravity with the water here. Gosh. Oh, got that one here. There we are. Oh, God. You really feel the scale of things in this, don't you? Thanks to like convincing physics and excellent sound design. A bit scarring, was it, Rainbow? That'd be quite fair. You bet, yeah, just pretty sure it links to the scene seen previously. Very good. Oh gosh, we've got more of our friends. Hope they won't mind me borrowing this. Right, but oh gosh. I don't need you to keep posting that, man. I do appreciate you gifting me that game. Is it quite short, Doom and Destiny? Maybe I no guarantee on when I'll stream it, but be willing to give it a look. As I say, thank you for gifting me that. As I say, just don't keep spamming the same bit in chat. I'm not always. I kind of want to just decide. Like, I'm happy to hear suggestions on what I stream, but it is kind of. I want it to be kind of free form and laid back for myself, so I just stream basically what I want. I'm happy to give that a go at some point, since you were, if it is short enough, and you were kind enough to gift it to me. So again, thank you. Right, maybe in time, as I say. It's I don't really as I say, just no guarantee on that. Like especially not like this month. I'm focusing on horror games. But again, thank you so much again for gifting it. Just as I say, it's not necessarily a guarantee that I would stream something like that, but I'll try and give it a look sometime. Right, so what do we do here with... Oh god, this is breaking my mind a bit, the way the water works. Like, what, it's a top-down... Was it a top-down RPG, Doom and Destiny? I don't really know anything about it. Yeah, I guess the name's quite confusing, isn't it? Because of them being games called Doom and Destiny. There we go, so... Actually, I'm not that confident in this. Maybe it needs to go in the middle section. So... Oh, I think I know. So if we drop it on there... And then just... No. Oh, I see. Okay. It'll be a bit of a pain because it'll take a little bit of time to figure out, but... Yeah, as I say, maybe at some point, just no guarantee on when, and maybe I'll try fire it up soon, at least off stream, and just give a quick look at it. Again, thank you for that. You gifted me the Capcom Dungeons and Dragons game as well, didn't you? The beat 'em up collection, which those are really cool games. Again, thank you so much for that. Like that, Capcom mid-90s beat 'em ups are just they're so good. I think Streets of Rage will always be Streets of Rage 2 will always be my favourite from that era, but gosh, the Capcom ones are so good, and yeah, funny enough, they made 2 with the Dungeons and Dragons license. So that collection puts together quite nicely. Again, thank you for that. Oh gosh. You alright, Gan? Oh. Oh look. Oops. So I think the one on the left noticed this. It's quite cool to come across like a hidden gem like that, isn't it? There's so many of them now.
Snooping as usual, I see.
We've had some sound effects that are just primed for this game, haven't we?
I hate that hedgehog!
I hate that 10-year-old Chasm. Oh god, how do I get up there? No, do just go through here. No. Yeah, how'd you come across it, Rainbow? It can't be an easy game to Google. Just get people saying, should I play Doom or should I play Destiny? Oh, actually, speaking of, I've played a bit of Destiny 2, actually, on Steam. I'm not very good at it, but it's not really completely my sort of thing, but I actually do just enjoy going about shooting stuff. I mean, the gunplay feels good, because, I mean, Bungie do that to do gunplay. I can't imagine it's a game I'll commit to, especially because it's like 80 gigabytes. Oh, gosh. Well, it's a shame we didn't have a let the bodies hit the floor sound effect, isn't it? Oh god, are they chasing me? Oh, they're chasing me. Of course they're bloody chasing me. Guys, no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No. No. Bad. Bad Undies people. Bad Undies people. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, the hell. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I should have known you were good Undies people. Aww. Oh, look at them, still willing to cooperate with me even after I unfairly dismissed them. Thank you, my people. Oh, gosh. Still not enough to get up there, though.
I've been waiting for you, friend.
Yeah, I don't know why. I honestly find just because we've spent so long getting chased by. But of course, these are like the prisoners we had earlier, aren't they? Who shoot, loot, grind. Yeah.
Death
stalks you at every turn.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm certainly not gonna be interested in, Actually, oh, do I have to... Oh, that's clever. There we go. Yeah, the puzzles are so good in this game. They're just the right level for me. They're challenging, and, you know, sometimes we take a while, but I'm never really frustrated with them, even when there is, like, a bit we're taking a while on. Because the solution's always quite clever, without being needlessly obtuse. There's been a lot of aha kind of moments. Oh, is it on the Switch, Doom and Destiny? I didn't actually know that. Oh, that's quite cool. Hopefully they got a good bit of success there as well. It's, ooh. Thank you, Gan. Broke my fall. Is it obviously, at least for a good while, indie games are doing well on Switch. I imagine they probably still typically are, although gosh, there's is so much on the eShop now. And the eShop's also not that great for smaller game visibility, so it's probably quite easy for the game to get lost in the shuffle on there, unfortunately. Oh god, no! No! Guys! Oh, my poor underwear lemons. Oh, my undergarment lemons. I went off a cliff. I don't think I had to assign any of them an umbrella either.
At times like this, I guess all you can do is laugh.
Actually, wait, maybe we're meant to go down there as well. Are we? I mean, we can't really see a way out here. Oh yeah, just hopefully it's done well on the... I didn't know it was on the Switch eShop, just hopefully it's done well on there. No, I was saying it's... Oh, thank god, they're still okay. My half-naked lemons, not lemons, they're still okay. But yeah, like, just Switch eShop visibility is a bit of an issue these days, obviously. Oh god. Oh, I keep worrying they're gonna get crushed. Please don't let that happen. Okay, good, because that would ruin me. Come on, Gat. Oh gosh. They're very graceful, aren't they? Creatures of immense dignity. I wonder how long this game took to make. I mean, it's obviously quite short, but it's so... God, it's just so polished to a sheen and so well staged. I don't even know, like, what's the design... Oh wait, this is bad, where we go. What's the design process of a game like this? Like, I almost wonder if they, like, storyboard it. Or something similar. Who knows? Yeah, again, no idea how long we've got left on it. Hey! Dance, DK, dance! And leaving that an ill-fitting time like this. Oh yeah, we're just back up here again. Oh, I guess, oh okay, I think it was just to make sure all this lot are back with me. Alright, everyone get in. Come on. Make room for everyone. That's right. Sorry, Ray, but now I've spaced out. I'm sure this is something I was talking about, isn't it? Well, this the 10-year-old one or the old one. Oh, do you mean like the characters on screen? Forget. How you doing, Chris? We're playing a very cheery game here. I got my legion of half-naked people with me, so we're okay. God, just look at the scale and staging others. So there's a lot of shots in this game you could just like. Maybe this one would be a bit weird with all the half-naked doll people things, but so many things you could just like put in a picture frame in this. Such gorgeous lighting as well. Oh gosh, that cigarette's still. Oh wow. Who's been here recently? Phone hanging off. Yep, people still about here. Oh, I see. Yeah, the weird thing is, oh bless. Yeah, the weird thing is, this just looks like 10-year-old me, Chris. This child. He's wearing like a red jumper, which was my school jumper, my primary school jumper, and he's got the same haircut as, well, both 10-year-old me and now me. Like the same hair colour as well. Oh gosh. Well, they're not chasing me, so what are they all here? Oh gosh. What's that desk for? It's just like, who's the kid? What was this all building to? Oh, I see. I thought we were just gonna like stay there. I was like, is that the end of the game? It is for once nice to like see people who aren't gonna chase us. I do like that. Who just notice us, but then don't have murderous intent. Chris! Oh dear. Probably smells better here though than at least driving past Newport on the M4. Oh, poor Newport people. Yeah, we're starting off pretty goddamn mellow and rough here. So I think we're at the end of this, but then I probably said that like an hour ago. It's definitely a shorter game, but it's also not a predictable one, so it's hard to know how far along we are. There we go. Oh yeah, we're just nearing 3 hours, somewhat. Maybe we're at like 2 hours 40. Yeah, this game is... I've been really enamored with this game, Chris. It is so well put together and atmospheric in all the ways I really enjoy in a game like this. I'm not going to pretend I have a clue what's going on story-wise. Either there's like subtext you need to kind of glean from it, which sort of imagery you might... Well, oops. And yeah, we've died a lot as well. But what's new? Oh gosh, but what's new there, really? Can you imagine this had like extra lives or something? Oh, I'm being daft. I was thinking like, well, we have to have it face the other way as much as possible, but no, we can just do this, can't we? Here we go. And yeah, I guess there is a bit of the old cinematic platformer in this as well, isn't it? It's quite like, you'd probably say it takes influence from like Another World or Flashback, or someone mentioned Oddworld as well. There's definitely a bit of Oddworld in this, especially the leading other creatures, people of your similar stature to you about. And yeah, it's I suppose you could probably call this a horror game, right? I mean, it might not be what you typically think of as one, but no, it's certainly a bit of a spooky game, which I like. What do we get? That's not gonna work. What we got up here? Ooh. Oh, I see. Newport made flowers. Yeah, I think Cricket did the hello earlier. What do we do about that? I assume we're probably stuck here, I'd imagine. Let's have a look. Maybe we just do that and then get down before the fan gets too strong. Yeah, here we are. Oof. I love as well with things like that, the timing's not too strict. It's strict enough for it to be a challenge. Ooh, oh wow, oh gosh. Oh, that's very humiliating. Oh, God, it's gonna be the Nevermind album, isn't it? Uh-oh. That's like a Castlevania boss. What, do we just go towards the... Do we have to become the Castlevania boss? Let's free them, shall we? Ugh, God, look how gross that is. Yeah, oh gosh. Oh, I got sucked into it. Oh God.
This house is too dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
Oh God. I don't want to look at it, but we're controlling it. Ugh. God, this is the most messed up Katamari game ever. Hi guys. What's up?
Looks like a turd.
Oh dear. Let's go say hello. Oh God. What the? God damn it, Cricket! I definitely did not know about this. Holy hell. Whoa. Did you guys know this game is rated 18? We haven't hurt anyone yet, we just got a nice run. Join us, my brethren. Oh, they've been there the whole time. Oh, look, they're still following us. They know we're good people. Come on, Gant. Oh, God, this game got weird. Oh, thank you. They're loyal to the end. Good Lord. Just... I don't really know what that goal is now, it's just kind of... Yeah. Nicely done. Wait, hold on. We might be a rampaging human mashed potato thing. But we... There we go. Okay, oh gosh, no, no, no. Oop, oop. Back, Gab. Back. Let's all coordinate this, Gab. We are all the goods,
I don't believe it.
Both of those fair. Oh gosh. So what do we all think of this game, guys? Remember I was thinking like the game was going to end on like a quiet note, oh god. Imagine being the character modeler for this game. Having to work on this monstrosity for so long. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh god! Oh. Jesus Christ! What did I get myself in for with it? Oh. There we go. Okay, we lost it off. Alright. Oh my lord. Also somewhat liberating. Well, this is the most empowering part of the game, I guess. For whatever that's worth. Oh, what's that gonna do? Wait, how can we... Ah, here we go. I think. Yeah. There we are. We're so coordinated, aren't we? For a bunch of flesh and... This reminds me of Yoshi's Story, when you get like the stack of melon boxes and you gotta balance... Oh, actually, let's try that with it a bit. Yeah, how do we... Yeah, I'm not really sure how it's can we... Yeah, let it fall a bit. Yes, it's totally that bit in Yoshi's Story when you gotta like balance all the melon boxes together. And... I can't decide if this is easier or harder. I've got like the jaunty music from that in my head as I'm doing this. There we go! Alright. Do you want to join us, doggies? Come on. Well, I admire their bravado, fair play. They don't care at all, do they? Guess the old fancy mashed potato. Rainbow. Ooh. Oh, we lost. God knows how this works. That guy over there is just fascinating. Oh, open the door for us. Oh, is he trying to get out? Well, help. No, we won't. Oh, how does this work? Can't go off the... Oh, maybe we actually need to let him, We won't hurt you. Okay, now we will. Thank you. What a nice lad. Gosh, can you imagine someone coming in now to... Ooh. Wait, was that to help us? Ooh. 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 God damn this game. I wonder if there's like a compilation video of people reacting to this section. This must have been just I don't know how I didn't have this spoiled for me, whatever this bit is. Yeah, you barely had It's funny how long you spend like, okay, we still need to like coordinate to win puzzles. Man, you have come in at the weirdest time on this game. Holy hell, this game has gotten strange. You have no idea, man. Oh my lord. This is what we're playing as. Surprised? Ugh. Like a big mashed potato fin. Highly recommended. Oh god, so lethargic. Oh, do we need to... There we are. There we go. See, we're coordinated. Looks realistic. Look, I'm Picasso. You uncultured swine. No, I don't get it. You uncultured swine. It's so well animated, isn't it? As well. Ooh. Is that our eventual fate? What has that accomplished? Whoever's having to carry that gets the... Whoever has to carry that gets the bum deal, don't they? Yeah, how do we... They'll just watch him with fascination, like, oh, so I'm going to explain what happened today to the wife. So, I mean, I'm guessing we need that to be on fire. You don't say, Rainbow. A trackable fusion gone wrong. Yeah, so we need to get the fire cube to that. Gosh. This game is weird. Yeah, it's gone places I definitely did not expect. Seriously, I'm surprised this wasn't just everywhere on the internet, or maybe it was and I somehow still missed it. How the heck did I never see this? Yeah, first time I've been... No one keeps getting played for this game.
Down with this sort of thing. Careful now. Down with this sort of thing.
Oh gosh. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, I think I know. Ooh, it's gonna be quite tough. Let's see if we can do it. Wow, not at that angle. I'm assuming we just have to throw it above. The only thing I could think is if we had to try and shield it like this, but... Well, down with this sort of sunshine, I guess. Ah, fair play. That could have been very fiddly, but they seem to have made that fairly forgiven. Hey! It's so weird. It's so blooming odd. It's just... oh. Remember I said my brother has played this? I'm gonna be like, hey, Tom, I finished inside. But what? What? There we go. Check this out. Hey. I really have no idea what this is leading to. I just... wow. Can anyone say called it in regards to this bit? Like, you know, called it. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't think truthfully they can. Oh gosh. What is the nervous system like on this horrible mass of unholiness? Just... do they all just agonize internally? Oh, a boy in his blob! A boy in his blob. Gosh. Hey guys. Whee! Oh, what a lark. go. I don't know if that's...
No! God, please, no!
There we go. Upsy daisy. Yeah, I was surprised at that. I thought that was... At first I was like, what, do we have to just get in the furnace? Or we just call it there? Oh, gosh. There we go. Yeah, folks have got a morbid fascination with this. I mean, I certainly was watching me a bit surprised. Yeah, we're still going as well, like a bit over 3 hours in. Let's jump on our queue. Oh, does it have a... Oh, it does, okay. Let's put this down.
All that's left is dance and jiggy power.
Ooh, can we... Ah, how do we... There's like the little pulley thing on the top we need to... Ah, no, I don't want to throw it. I mean, unless we... Do we jump up from that? No, we can't jump. Right, how do we activate this? Oh, do we have to press... Oh, do we have to maybe... Yeah, it's got like a... These have got a pulley thing on them that makes them... Just how do we activate that? Oh, they tell us to... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, cheers, Gam. I just noticed there... Right, what if you pull it? Yeah, they're working with us. Oh, sorry. What do we have to... Oh, I see, we're gonna throw it up. Okay. Sorry. Have to be patient with us. Our team coordination skills are pretty good, but they got a ways to go. Thank you. Hey! Thank you. Oh. Oh. Third time lucky, am I right? There we go. We're a good clump of people, thank you. Oh gosh. Oi, let's have it. Oi, come on. God, well, I do not know what the context for all this is. Just the further this game has gone on, the more questions I've had. Oh, that's what they were leading us into. I thought they were our friends. Oh, no, wait, hold on. What have we got? I mean, they seem to seal that pretty good. I mean, do we really have any options? Complete silence here as well. Ah, here we are. Let's see what our options are, shall we? They're unstoppable when we work together. Guys, I did not know what I was in for when I chose this game.
I am nature's greatest miracle.
Agreed. Is that who Carl was referring to? God, you're brilliant. Oh, I feel so betrayed by those people. It's quite you can kind of see how the cogs in their heads turn as being like, look, they're actually surprisingly coordinated. They just kind of want to keep going forward. So maybe we can test them on that. Okay, that was me being a bit daft. I spent all that time when we got it right the first time with which panel we did. Out we go. Whee. Gosh. God. I feel like we have a clearer look on it than ever now, and I don't really want a clearer look on it. I don't know if I want to play this again. I mean, even though this game is absolutely tremendous, so I don't think I ever want to look at this fin again. I don't ever want to look at this fin again. Because you have to, because it's what we're controlling for a sizable chunk of it. Hey, here we go. He's put Katamari Damacy. Yeah, realistic cat. Oh god. What would the I want to hear the prince's thoughts on this. Katamari prince. Oh. This game's been a bit like Return of the King as well. Every time I thought it's about to end, it just keeps surprising us. Hey. Oh god. Ooh. Oh yeah, I shortened that one a bit as well. Yeah, I don't know. Oh gosh, what's happening? What? Roll credits. So what now? Are we? No, I think we're still kind of congealing. What the hell am I meant to glean from? You people are sick. You made a very good game and well done. I'm glad you saw success, but you're sick. It just. That's how it ends. They just like on the field, like, oh well. Wait, I guess are we dead? I don't know, because I can still see movement. I can't even begin to speculate what the... Oh, God. I'm sure people have done narrative analysis of this, but I do not have the capacity to try and decipher any of anything. Oh, my lord. Oh look! A special thanks to our children! I hope you didn't let your kids play this. Oh my lord. So what's both of them? I remember Limbo kind of ends like, what? But we're done? Okay. But... Wait, are we still... Can we... Yep, that's all we get. At least, I guess. Just... Oh my lord, I'm flabbergasted. I just kept thinking, like, is this gonna, like, culminate in something that might give us context? Oh, to be young and naive. Oh my, I just can't even begin to glean what the narrative of this was. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's true, actually, Rebellion. Yeah, I guess that's the obvious. I mean, we're kind of outside here at the start of the game, really, aren't we? But then we were inside for a bit, and now we're just. I don't know what I meant to get thematically from all this. I mean, you kind of see oppressive imagery that we recognise from wartime and various other things, but I just. Oh my gosh. I was thinking of playing another quick game after this, but that's not happening now. This is we're quite late now, and actually, it's a good note to end it on. I guess so, Ubellion, yeah. Like, at what costs? Again, it was a bit sort of like... It was almost like we just become a dead mass of bodies, but there was still writhing about going on it. Oh gosh. Oof. I mean, there's not a single word uttered, and you can kind of glean things from context, but... Oh wow, a lot of questions to... It's a sort of thing I'm happy to, like, read about what other people have speculated or gleaned from it and be like, oh, so I guess that's the kind of juicy thematic stuff we can kind of glean from it. Yeah. I don't know if anything else we'll play this month will be as weird as this, but quite one to start with, isn't it? Yeah, highly recommend. I mean, it's a bit of a shame if any of you. I appreciate you all sticking with this, despite the fact this obviously was basically showing everything. So, you've had whatever the hell the last third of that game was spoiled for you, but gosh, what a trip! But yeah, incredibly well put together game and. Gosh, that was... Perhaps the questions are answered in the blob. Good little game, that. I think they got ported to modern systems, didn't they? I had it on Wii. Yeah, let's go raid Peds now, shall we? Thanks so much, everyone. This has been a really fun... This has been a really fun first Halloween stream, hasn't it? There'll be more of these. I can't... I think I'll try and get a schedule in at some point. I know for, like, midweek next week there'll be a few days I won't be able to, but I do want to do more of these.
Down with this sort of thing. Careful now. Down with this sort of thing.
But yeah, I don't know if there's anything saccharine about this game, honestly. I'd be amazed if there was. I mean, maybe it's a story of teamwork and friendship. I guess that's what the end of it could have been. Yeah, we'll, do we have a raid message? I suppose we've got a few options, haven't we, given the weirdness. Just everything that just happened. Just try to... Okay, Pet's name is with a through. Okay. There we go. Right. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. This has been a really... This has been the weirdest Friday evening I've had in a while. Let's just say that, shall we? Did I do that correctly? Let's have a look. We just load up the Twitch page. Maybe it could be a Katamari related message as well, I don't know. Fussy Legion. Oh gosh. Yeah, whatever you want, Gan, whatever you want. Again, thanks so much, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely day. Night. Lovely nightmares. Sure. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Take it easy, alright? Bye-bye.
Hello! Wow, my voice went really funny then. Hey guys, thank you, Jasm, so much for the raid, dude. How's it going, guys?